Hey, Muchi de Kele, Abrala. Hey, I'll get the money here. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Biafra, Kwenu. Hey, I don't talk before. When I know here, when I come block on here, say when I know here, no problem. When the war start, we go know who be who. Biafrans. How many times did I call you? You don't want to listen. I say boycott every churches that is against freedom. Boycott every food from the Fulani herdsmen. Boycott every onions from the Boko Haram. Boycott anything that come from the north. Where we say they no one more could go, they no one leave us where we go, but they want carry their food to poison us. Go punish them. I start going to boycott anything we're going to bring death. I'm timely there for Igbo land, Biafra land. Boycott all their food, not eat their food. I don't talk about boycott Dangote product. Anything we bring. Now, you want to kill you. You want to put you under subjection. No listen to them. Nobody their food, nobody their cement, nobody their chicken, nobody their anything. I tell you, if you try, God don't punish you. Now then they hungry you. Now that is the hungry you. Let's I forget. Make I ask now one question. Jumama and Emeka, make I answer me this question very carefully. Land did not finish for Sabah. Land did not finish for Wede. Land did not finish for Anambra. Land did not Port Harcourt. Land in order, why not they deceive themselves? Saying only Yoruba land and Hausa land when I go build the whole match for when I go get in the whole world. Now, crazy, what are now? When are they crazy? May God forgive you. Make them come back home. I don't talk about. I say boycott every food from Hausa. Boycott their kuli, boycott their suya, boycott their sugar cane. You don't block your ear, say no one here. One day, I tell you, one day, very, very soon, they can roast human being like a suya, give you for me to go top of Hausa, go this and I limit. I don't talk about. No one listen. Take time. Biafrans. Boycott anything that has to do with the Hausa Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all their product. Now lie. I said I lie, yo. They want to take and kill you. They want to take your land, invade your house and sleep with your women. They're dangerous. So anything that has to do with them. Remember, Boko. When I say Boko, you say Haram. When I say Boko, you say Haram. When I say Boko, you say Haram. Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen. They are bet of the same feather, so all of them be the same thing. Our brothers and sisters, they know they look back for a kilo, they chop human being like suya. That's how I did not tell you. Any Igbo man, any Biafra man, where you get investment for North, for Kanu, for Sokoto, for Meduguri, Taraba, anywhere where you get investment. Sell and come back home, die no day. They won't kill you. Boycott anything that has to do with Hausa. They are dangerous. No, sir, I do not tell you. They say they be get man, no take them more. They say they do pedicure, they do manicure, they want clean your leg, they want clean your house. No grill, they want kill you, they go chop you. No be only that one, including their food and their products and anything that has to do with them. Anything where one consign them, not them. No be only that one. If you not say they for Lagos, if they go to the Baba church, if they waste your time, carry your time, they pay, they throw your money up and down. Sell the whole property where you go there. Go back home. They don't want you, they don't want you. You know one listen. The people where they bring on this message in Biafra Referendum Media Group worldwide under the leadership of Mazen and the kind of Ahmadike Biafra one of Biafran land. Thank you, Kemesia.
Like the holy, Mr. Producer.
IPOB, one way only, all we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not about us to be together. It's not about us to be together. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not about us to be together. Naturally, Biafra. Let my people go. Naturally, Biafra. Naturally, my people go. Naturally, my people go. Let my people go. Wake up this morning, I look in the sky, all I see is rising sun. Choloma. Obono Chukuna Lolua, the land of the rising sun. Yeah, let my people go. Yeah, let my people go. Ekele na de kalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. Yeah, ekele na de kalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. What freedom is, yeah, ekele na de kalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. Blessing at all. We are not fighting for our freedom. All we need is freedom. Let my people go. Nandekano. Let my people go. Eji mohura wase. Let my people go. Obasi biedi ke bagu. Let my people go. Ebo apeleno. Let my people go. Asengato lojo. Let my people go. Oye leje bise no giso. Let my people go. When that devil like it or not. Let my people go. That plan must come. Let my people go. We must be free. Let my people go. Credible you see. Credible you see. Yes me. Anyway. Biafra ya daga sun no wasi gaskiya na makata wannan gaskiya kana ma we are going higher incredible you sun wabia.
Our Father who art in heaven, nagin kebine ligbe ka hagedin so that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist, you opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, We will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, for the avoidance of doubt, a live broadcast. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. You will not understand it, but one day you shall. I don't know. But Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people across the globe. We said so. Of course, the door is open to challenge. But that is not where we are going to. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Abia State. Afari Beku, to be precise, no more here. Nobody have been able to stand up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people till he came. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Unibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. At least, till this very moment, I am the African rep and the Nigerian international coordinator. But who are we then without Chukwu Kikabiama? What have we achieved without him being by our side? What exactly do you think we can do without him being our helper, our shield, our steel, and our buckler? For those who gnash their teeth against us, they are mightier than us. They have nuclear weapon at their disposal. They command the bidding on how the world go. They lie through their nose and anus. They do everything they can with impunity. But who will ask them? But behold, there is a God that sits in heaven. It's the one that presides over the affair of man. That is why we fear nobody. But we do respect you. We do believe that one day you will waken up to your responsibility and do the needful. That you stop deceiving yourself and push hypocrisy aside. For in the end, the truth is waiting. The truth is always there. And then we must acknowledge him. We don't intend to sound religious, of course, no. But we want to make you understand that there is a God that sits in heaven. He's the one who has decided this moment, and he has ordained the hour of our freedom. You cannot do anything. Somebody say, no, they are bragging. That is how it always looks like. When small David came and confronted Goliath, it was like, oh boy, are you drunk? Did you drink before coming here? Come on, go back and help mommy wash plate. That was how we look like. The Philistines would have saved themselves from that disgrace and shame. That is how it always looks like. It's impossible, not until it's done. But have it at the back of your mind. We are not going anywhere. Because he said so. He, Chukwu Kikabiama, said so. And so this morning, I humble myself. As always. Anyị na-aja gị mma, ịmakwa n'eziokwu na-emara mma, ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị, ojuru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Ise. Without wasting much of our time, as our culture has always been, This is a moment of inspirational growth. Our people must know what is going on. We are going straight to our topic this moment. And our topic is simply double standard country. Double standard country. A lot of people do not understand why Nigeria is the way it is. Some are in diaspora, some are in north of the zoo, some are in west of the zoo, some are in Biafra land, but somewhere along the line they say, no, it's Nigeria is fair to us, we love it, it's our Nigeria, leave our one Nigeria, one Nigeria, lawa. You fail to embrace the truth. We've seen evil happen. We've seen atrocities. It's unbelievable. Some people can't see it even up to this moment. But may you receive sense. If you don't have sense, may you receive sense. Some people see, oh, Islamization agenda is not possible. Until Obasanjo said so. Until Tiwa Danjuma said so. Until Wole Soyinka supported them. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu helped them. Double standard. Every level. Every standard. Double standard. Nigeria can never exist without lie. Nigeria can never exist without deception. Nigeria can never exist without hopelessness. If you hear Nigeria, the next word to use beside it is evil. Nigeria is 419, fraudulent in nature. Nigeria is a terrorist nation like the British government that created it. Nigerians are gay, Nigerians are homosexual, Nigerians are animal, Nigerians are all evil imaginable, but they can't see it. You know, they're going to say it's hate speech. Did you get my grammar? They're going to say it is hate speech, but it's all over. Let me tell you how it works. There is a video online, or many videos rather online. Each of these videos are granting press interview to kidnappers. When you are a Biafran and you are caught as an armed robber, there is no video clip meant for you because you can't talk. They would have beaten you blue and black that even when they give you mic, you won't be able to talk again. And then I pass a message to SAS, Biafrans in Nigerian army. Did you notice that those Nigerian army sentenced to death, more than 75% of them are Biafrans? I send a signal to you. Don't let them deceive you. SAS, you are here sassing us. Here in Biafra land, you are sassing us. You a Biafra. Nigeria is a country of double standard. You will pay for it. Repent before it's too late. But when they catch Fulani headsmen, all these kidnappers, thank God at least they are granting them press interview. Before now, when they catch kidnapper, Evans issue was raining. Evans multi-million kidnapper. Evans multi-million kidnapper. Just listen to this Awusa Fulani kidnappers.
His own work is kidnapping. Na kidnapping a jihar Niger da Kebbi State. He kidnapped mainly in Niger and the Kebbi states. Yayin da nake kidnapping ina da mai gida. When they are doing his kidnapping operation, he's having his own master. Mai gida na sun yi kidnapping a Sokoto sun dauko kudi masu yawa kamar 100 million. His others kidnapped in Sokoto, but we collected the ransom of about 100 million. Sai mu kidnapping kuma a jihar Oyo sun karba 50 million. That of Oyo was 50 million. Ni kuma ina biye da su ina fatan ko Allah zai sani ma samu manyan nan tare da ni. Into his friend is best as if his others will be arrested. So ni kuma karan kai na wanda na sani na yi an yi da ni na yi kidnapping guda shida. The one he hated was 6 kidnapping operations. Na farko shine wanda na yi a daban awara. Yeah.
Now, let me stop there. This is Awusa kidnapper, Fulani kidnapper. If you were privileged to watch the video, you see the guy, he even rubbed powder. And then there is one Fulani terrorist policeman there. He say, at the end of the day, now say, these are kidnappers, we caught them, they are very smart. How dare you? How can you give pancake to a kidnapper to rob? properly dressed. They want to make you believe that Nigeria is working hard to stop insecurity, but Nigeria is the insecurity itself. Nigeria is a double standard game. Don't let them deceive you. Some of you deceiving yourself say, oh, the reason we don't go home is that we use juju to kill us. Oh, no, we don't go home because when we go home, do you know that our people will use us for ritual? I cannot go home because they are going to kidnap me. Our people are kidnapper. Look at our Wosa. I want you to learn from the two-edged sword. They are the kidnapper. They are the evil. They are evil in their land, even chase you out of your own land. We tell you, oh, look at the kidnapper. You say, no, they will kidnap me. That is why you build house in Lagos. That is how you build house in Ugwa. You are deceiving yourself. We will know who is deceiving who at the end of the day. And never forget this language. English, manufactured in Abo. They will say, he who do he, do he. He who do he, do he. Let me speak it in my language. Interpret it in English. It simply means he who do he, do he. You think you are doing us? You think you that leave them, they can be talking. Don't worry. No, this is a kidnapper. How I wish I was in the Biafran television now to show you the video, so you see how these Fulani kidnappers are properly dressed. But of course, they have to show the world, deceive themselves that we used to catch Fulani kidnapper. Before now, you will see Yoruba on social media. They will say, this kidnapper, his name is Okenkwo Chukuma, he's a kidnapper, when they tell Chukuma Okenkwo, what do you have to say? Chukuma Okenkwo can't talk because they must have remove all his teeth, even before he has access to microphone. How many people have you killed in Ogoni? Just this month of June alone, how many people have you killed in Ogoni? And some of you are dancing. You don't know it's a country of double standard game. Now, let me send a signal to some of you. They say, we cannot go home. They will use us for ritual. Now, listen to ritual. Just listen.
On May the 31st, 24-year-old Dotun Ogunlade allegedly lured a Facebook friend of his, 25-year-old Bosede Oguntunde, a married woman, all the way from Ilorin in Kwara State to this village in Igbora, Oyo State, supposedly worships as a prophet of a white garment church, promising to solve her problems. Unknown to her, she had embarked on her last journey on earth, as her Facebook friend already had plans in which she would play a pivotal role at enriching a client of hers known as Mutiu Ayorinde.
I've been chatting with the woman since the beginning of this year, around January. So, but before then, I told the woman that I want to come to Ilorin to come and do revival. After that, I tell the woman that can she come and greet me at Igbora, and said she can come. When she come, I entertain the woman into my house. When after second day, I call Mutu that I've seen somebody that you can use. Mutu say I should continue on the process. I strangled the woman to death.
A search on Facebook provides a further clue to Bosade's identity and her history with the suspect. Her body parts were burned and ashes poured into this little gourd displayed beside the...
This is Yoruba ritualists. The first one was Fulani terrorists. They are not building house in Biafra land. They are not developing Biafra land. But you, some of you say, no, they will use me for ritual in my village. That's why I don't come to village. Yorubas are still in their village. This is a Yoruba boy born in a Yoruba girl for ritual. Only God knows what they must have done to that woman before they killed her. This is our Wosa terrorists, Fulani terrorists. They raw pancake. I'm a kidnapper. I kidnap 100 million. I kidnap. You will just say, oh my gosh, this is safe for gas. Oh, it's a gas. Is it now gas? Ndiara. I just want you to get it. Nigeria is simply a double standard country. You won't understand. But we will do all we can to make you wake up from the matrix. Unplug yourself. Face the reality. All of a sudden we wake up one day, oh, Boko Haram kidnap, Boko Haram kidnap, America jump up, we want to catch up Boko Haram, oh, China jump up, London jump up, UK okay, Theresa May, they want to get Boko Haram, but they know who Boko Haram is. Hypocrisy of the highest order. Oh, we are going to... Barack Obama was fronting America to do evil. That evil America commit under the regime of Barack Obama. It is time to make compensation. It is time to renounce their evil. Go and confess your sin to one reverend father. Because that evil will never be covered. It's unfortunately it's a black man. Black people will always be used. The same way they think they can stop Biafra, but they make a mistake. No, let's get it. They kidnap what is his name? Louis Boucharubu. If I can't pronounce it, pardon me, you know. Is it Liu Shiribu or Sharibu Liu? They kidnap her. They refuse to leave her because she says he's a Christian. He's a Christian and he's a Christian. So what is Vatican City doing? What is Yoruba Church doing? They deceive you. They lie to you. And when you say some things, all these things, some people say, no, I don't believe it. They were kidnapped. Of course they can still manage kidnapping. Is it not Nigeria? Is it not Enclave? Satan abode itself. Is there anything impossible for them to do? The only thing impossible for them to do is to move forward. They can never move forward because the land already is soaked with the blood of innocent people. And now this is how shameful they can be. I need you to understand where we are going to. So you know Nigeria is a double standard country, and so is every country associating with them. And all of a sudden, after millions that have been voted to fight terrorists in Nigeria, whereas the Nigerian and the British government are the real terrorists, this is the next level they are going to. They went to White House. Donald Trump. I think Osibanjo is in America now because our leader is in America. Double standard criminals. We come to beg America, help us to tell Boko Haram to give us our daughter Shuaibu. Please, America, help us. But there are some lunatics like JAJ and other Wosa Fulani Yoruba Gota media. When they talk about IPOB with flag, they say smoke them out. Smoke them out, bomb them, antagonize them. I thought Nigeria matter. Nigeria is big enough to handle her matter. Why then is this so-called Shuaibu mother going to America to tell Donald Trump, please help me get my daughter back? So Shuaibu mother now all of a sudden is a Christian with a Muslim name. Ndiara, listen to Shuaibu mother in America.
Hi, TD Lagason, Executive Director with Save the Persecuted Christians.
This is American woman. Hi, he's talking for persecuted Christian. There is no Christian in Nigeria. Only Biafrans are Christian. Others are businessmen. And even in Biafra land, all those claiming to be Christian, we are gradually separating the wood from the chaff. He's a Christian, persecuted. Of course, Christians are persecuted, not Yoruba Christian or Hausa Christians.
I'm here outside of the White House in Washington, D.C. today with Rebecca Sharibu. She is the mom to Leah Sharibu, who was kidnapped in February of 2018 with 109 other schoolgirls. She's the only one who was not returned because she refused to renounce her faith in Jesus and now is held as a slave for life by Boko Haram. We are pleading with the U.S. government to help us rescue Leah and return her to her mother's arms. I give you Rebecca Sharibu.
Because she has refused to renounce her faith. And so that is why she has
refused to renounce her faith. Boko Haram now hold her because Boko Haram loves to rape Jesus. Is that what you are telling me? Double standard country. Beware. Some of you be looking at the line of my grammar. Some of you be looking at the way I present my issue. Some of you be saying I'm putting them at result, but you have failed to because you are evil. You are evil. Jesus saw these things. And that is why he said to the Sanhedrin and the Pharisees, woe to you, brood of vipers. Woe to you, lawyers and the leaders of the Sanhedrin. Woe, 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 woe to all of you who fail to read the line, the meanings in between the line. Woe to all of you. It doesn't matter who you are. Woe to all of you. Shuaibu, the Boko Haram has to leave Shuaibu. And now I begin to wonder, is the life of Shuaibu, with due respect, more important than those who are killed by Boko Haram on daily basis? Those who have been bombed, IPOB member who have been slaughtered. In fact, there is a brother, IPOB member arrested in Akwa Ibom. What did they do? They were not even in the meeting venue yet. On their way, and they sense these people are Biafran. One of them, they beat him as we are talking now. We pray he doesn't lose one of his eyes. He's in Akwa Ibom prison, maximum security prison. What is his crime? The Nigerian police beat him and almost blinding him. Am I going to talk about our brother who now is in Iguacha, who was blinded by Nigerian army because he's a Biafran? And then somebody paid transport fare to America. If there was anything like Shuaibu or Sharibu, go there and you see that Shuaibu parents can't even eat one plate of food a day. Then who paid transport ticket to White House gate for Shuaibu mother to deceive you? They are deceiving you. Some people say, oh God, have mercy on Christian. And we Christian, we are suffering. It's not we Christian. It's not we Christian, Joe. This is a 419 of the highest order. Shuaibu mother now can go to White House. Oh, Donald Trump, please, I'm coming. This is George Onibe. You know, the day we went to do rally to celebrate your victory over the terrorists of America before, what is it, in Barack Obama. Our people were killed. Oh, Donald Trump, we are looking for justice. All these are double standard game. Wake up. Wake up. I see some posts online. Somebody wrote and say, Jesus say I should tell IPOB that if they refuse, if they start insulting me, I will make them suffer another 100 years. Thunder fire you. If Jesus will ever stand up and say that IPOB is guilty of any sin at this moment, that Jesus is not sincere. Do you know why I say so? Because we have been the one being killed. Those of you on Facebook video, these children you are seeing on Facebook Live. These children, more than 70% of them did not see the light of another day, because when help came, it was too late for them to survive. Jesus didn't send you message. You must get where we are coming from. Oh, they are calling Mazina the Kanu Savior. Yeah, how can you call him Savior? Jesus is angry. That Jesus is not my Jesus. He need to be cross-examined, because he never said anything. He didn't send you. He didn't send you to talk about Fulani headsmen. He didn't send you to talk about impending doom against us as a people. He didn't tell you we are the only people that fulfill the prophecy of the Bible. He didn't tell you that we are the most endangered species. He didn't give you solution on how we should survive. He's telling you what? You got to think again, man. You got to think again, man. Because you are not reasoning. Double standard individual. No, it's always, oh God help us. It's not we Christian. Yoruba are making money out of Christianity. Vatican City can be a testament to this. And then you are the one who pays the bill. But yet you are the one who do not have a say. They deceive you. Now look at the kidnapper, Fulani kidnapper. They dress them raw pancake. They are even wearing tie. You know, I kidnap, I collect 100 million. I kidnap, I collect 20 million. And then after they will give him tea. It's just like when I talk to people in diaspora, I say, when you are there, focus on what you are doing. Stop mingling with what is on ground here, because you don't know what is happening. Our leader will bear testament to that. You do protest, you drink tea. When you drink tea, you now come out and say, we are formidable. Of course you are formidable. I should say that. I give it to you, you are formidable, because you are 1 million times better than those people who are claiming to be knowledgeable, but they don't have sense. Receive sense this morning, my brothers and sisters. The only sense you have is, why did the man not contact us? Why did he not talk to us? Does he know who we are? You are nobody. You are nobody. This is where your sense can lead you to. And I told somebody, I said, anytime we organize a protest here, that means you have to live in isolation for another 3 months. We the Christian double standard country. Don't forget our topic. I'm taking you home so you open your eye. I've heard a lot of people say, I would have built my company in my village. They would have kidnapped me. My people are kidnapper. You look at you. You are just speaking from your subconscious mind. This is why we say when Biafra comes on, Yoruba people are going to be honored. Fela knew this even before most of you. That is why I say it is only Nigerian government will go abroad and start shouting, my people are useless, my people are hopeless, my people are indisciplined. Only Nigerian government. That because they are the indisciplined, they are the evil, they are the hopeless people. They are supposed, in fact, they should and they will and they must be obliterated from the face of this planet Earth. Some of you don't understand. Oh, talo kanshi, and you can John dome we remove. Oh, talo ya kanshi. You have no idea anyway. You have no idea. All of a sudden now, we are going to America. Oh, America, please. Our sister Shawibu, he loved Jesus more than Reverend George Onyibe. Shawibu refused to denounce Jesus, and so. But you think American is Jesus' country? Because the people who brought Jesus to us are now Islam. They are Muslim. British government. Go and Google the most popular and highest name bear by the so-called Britain that gave you Holy Bible. Their name is Muhammad. Muhammad, Dawuda, Yusuf, Britain. Oh. And then you're coming to, let me stop there. The Yoruba Hausa Fulani have been playing with our mind ever since. And we have been unable to uncover it. We even encourage and support their evil against us as a people. When you open your TV, you discover, you think Nigeria is an Islamic nation. You think you have more population of Muslim than Christian. They lie to you. They project Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, but they demean us as a people, the Biafran people. Double standard. Will you continue viewing what is happening in Nigeria? They are developing their land, but they are deliberately working to undevelop our land. Look at Amici. Double standard. Look at Ukura Hausa. Oh, they will tell the global community, yes, Nigeria is planning to build a railway line that will cover about a distance of 1 million kilometers to enable us ease the stress in commerce and industry. And so the project has commenced already. It worth about $20 billion. We have appealed to the back of China, back of Arabia, and back of America, and back of Britain to support us with loan, so we can tie this, construct this railway line in order to ease commerce and industry. He will clap, hey, we are moving forward. Look at you. Monkeys are babu, and the son are in the mud. Chibuike Amechi from Rivers State, a Biafran supposedly, have been working as, what do they call him? A Stein Road from Sokoto to Niger Republic. Railway track from Niger Republic to Sambisa Forest. But in his community, there is no road, no light. Wake up, double standard country. Just look at it. They are working hard. Innocent now is the only company. I challenge you. Innocent Motor is the only company in Nigeria that is involved in initiative, innovation. Yeah, Dangote, what does Dangote do? Boropose. The only company remaining in Nigeria today that is under manufacturing. Innovation is Innocent Motor. And Innocent Motor, Innocent will never sleep. When you tell Innocent now, look for IPOB and join, he say, you know, I'm bigger than that, I can't do this. Your leader is not a fraud, it's not a criminal. He should have looted money. Now we support him. Let him come back and open political party the same way they deceive Ojukwu. And then we know you are talking. But they are going to frustrate him. Hey, you remove one, we will burn down Nigeria. Where are you? No, you come out, good luck, we will kill you. Where are all of you? Don't touch our Niger Delta, we will declare the republic June. We have passed that stage. Don't deceive yourself. Just understand the game. They are playing with our mind. Don't let them go far with it. Justice and protection for Fulani. Justice and protection for Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen is there for them. But they make sure that IPOB is designated a terrorist. Niger Delta youth are criminals. And you can go on and on and on and on. I can pray. If I begin to play videos of terrorists of Fulani headsmen, you will be surprised. They will interview them. Yes, 2 Fulani headsmen were caught in Sokoto. And let's interview them. They will now give microphone to the Fulani headsmen. The Fulani headsmen will say, yes, I raped the Ijaw women, 10 Ijaw women. After I raped them, I now tie them, and I now call fellow Fulani to help us rape them. And we now rape them where? They say, you see the evil? We are going to put them inside caustic Jesus, and you are going to follow up the matter. It's a lie. They're making a mockery of you. Double standard. Double standard. They work very hard. Once IPOB came and said, no, stop this evil. And the next thing is, oh, it's injustice, it's terrorism. And some people are even foolishly and stupidly enough to come and say, I'm a Niger Delta militant. You are a very mature bushmeat. Because you're saying, I'm a repented criminal. I don't blame you. The game didn't start today. I come from Boji Abo. Boji Abo. Boji is not Abo dialect. One day now, one Yoruba person looking for a document to stay in abroad, or one Bini person who is not a Biafran. Of course, there are Bini people that are Biafran, if they say they are Bini people. Who is looking for document? I have all of your record. The reason why I have not released it yet is because of the safety of the people who passed the information to me. All of you in China, in Jamaica, we are formidable, can't get out there. Can't you reason? Can't you reason? Oh, IPOB say terrorists, we are Niger Delta criminals, we are this one and we are that one, and you are double standard. Double standard. Wake up. Wake up. They work very hard to make sure that developing our agriculture in Biafra land, they use Fulani herdsmen Miati Boko Haram to discourage you from colonizing your farm. Nobody is going to farm any longer in Biafra land, but go to the north. There are mechanized agricultural setup going on. Then when they go to their TV, they will project it. Oh, Nigeria has grown to the capacity of producing and exporting rice. Oh, Nigeria is now producing cow. Now, in fact, Hausa men are now, Fulani men are now pregnanting cow. They give birth to a very similar species, which we now kill and sell to Biafran people. And that's why most of them sleep with pig to produce a similar project. Why is the world so insincere? Double standard. Double standard. When they come, they say, black, your father have sinned. You are a black man, your father have sinned. I want to tell you, your father have sinned. That is why you are suffering. But the last time I checked, for over 400 years, the black have not attacked any race. They never attacked the Caucasians. They did not attack the Sassanians. They did not attack the Romans. They did not attack the Europeans. They did not attack the Arabians. They never attacked the Chinese, nor the Japanese, the Korean nation, the Indians. The blacks has never attacked anybody. They are the one attacking us. But here they make you feel you are the sinner. There are white cop, Oyibo cops, police everywhere killing black people on daily basis, per seconds. They never get justice. Double standard everywhere. But of course, I'm not going to the larger community. I'm here in Biafra land and talking about Biafrans. Biafrans, don't let them deceive you. Nigerian can never be straight with you. They've been succeeding in the game of deception. Do not aid them. Do not abate them. Don't let them go more farther than they have gone. And in case you think they are mighty and they're going to stop us, and then think again. Because you never know the stuff of the generation you are dealing with. We are gradually studying the weakness and the mistakes of our father. We will gather their strength and their weakness. We will put it together. And at the right time, we will respond to all of you. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them school you. These are the words of Bob Marley. Don't let them school you. Don't let them deceive you. The more you look, the less you see. Everything are not the way they look to be. It looks as if that is the real thing, but it's not the real thing. I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Hello Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Freedom is here. Is here. Yeah. Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing where you did do for us. Finally Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know yes, they killed us many years back. I know yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of what this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better. Now everything done better. Now thank you for the good things. See everything done better. We're living fine. Kaiga waniru kaika kula yo, brother Biko gawaniru. It makes me cry when I see my brothers being killed. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Hello, hello. Amumoye Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Amumoye Biafra.
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line once again remains 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female once again is 081-288-58614. Our people must wake up. Our people must stand up to their responsibility. Our people must refuse to allow themselves to be deceived. They lie to you. They lie to you. They lie to you. Nigeria is a double standard country. They never meant you well. They will never mean you well, even unto the end of time.
India, France, the land of rising sun. We, the great people in Biafran community in New York, New Jersey, under the able leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby invite all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, to the New York, New Jersey Town Hall meeting with the IPOB family to welcome our great and dynamic supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on his historic visit to New York, New Jersey. Day, Sunday, 30 June 2019.
Time 12 noon to 8 p.m.
Venue, Grand Plaza Hotel, JFK Airport, NY, 138-10135 Avenue. Telephone 718-530-1160. For more information, please call New York State Coordinator Mazi David Ezekwesi, 83224-55640.
New Jersey Coordinator Mazi Tijoke Oyejeje, 9735451726.
PRO Mazi Zuchuku Okoli, 646-64-58237. Someone come up, let's keep Biafra alive.
Long live IPOB, God bless Biafra.
Sign Mazi David Ezekwesi, the New York State Coordinator. All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra! The land of rising sun.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Of course, we lost that caller. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? The problem most of you have is when you call, you are listening to your radio. That is the problem most of you have. Stop listening to your radio. Go ahead, please.
Marvin, my name is I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Stop listening to your radio. Stop listening to your radio. Focus on your phone and see what you want to say. If you continue delaying, I will cut you off.
I'm hearing you.
Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? I say go ahead. The word is listening.
Okay.
Yes, we must continue. When you call, stop listening to your radio. I'm not talking to your radio. I'm talking to your phone. Focus on your phone. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good morning, Mazi. Hello. My name is Gimmick. I'm calling from Enugu province, Biafra land.
Go ahead, please.
I just like this topic. I don't know if our people in SAS, in police, in army will listen to this particular broadcast this morning. I would like it if they will listen. You see that place we are in that maximum prison. One girl told us that every person that kills our people in the custody, whether they're criminal or not or whatever, is our people in SAS. Is our people. That when they want to kill us.
It's our people. Go ahead.
It's our people. I told the lady, because I know her very well. I told her, why not that our people insist on a way of taking that our thief? We know it's our own thief. People have thieves. People have killers. People have every kind of people among them. Hausa people are protecting their own for the day of doom. Because there is a day you will look for that thief because he knows how to mingle around and do something. You will need that man that is a thief now. You will need that man one day to come and defend you. You will not see that man to come and defend you because he knows how to treat ways. He knows how to enter house without being shown the way. And you will kill that your brother. You say they send you. They send you. You don't know the place to tell him to run away from that place you wanted to kill him. The girl said they want to cause us to hate our people in SAS. I say I hate them. He said, no. Another person said, no, I should not hate them. That they are just causing hatred among us. I say, why should that SAS man knows every look and cranny of that place that they told him to carry his own brother and go and kill? Why not tell him, release him out, let him run? After you mingle something and say that the man is dead already, did they follow you to that place that you tortured the person to death? They say, no, even they tortured her. I said, but it's your brother that is torturing you. Is any Hausa man there touching him and telling him to torture you very well? He said, no. I said, see, they're making mistakes. They are making mistakes. They don't read it. They don't have anything with their tongue. Why not? Why they said you to torture your brother? Why you read that course? You know how they do it. Why not strategize on a way to do it so that you will not hurt your brother? They said, is the assignment. He said, which assignment? Which assignment? When you know that this country is bad, they are about to kill all your brothers that will defend you one day. And they're keeping their own. So that when the team comes, boom, now, they will carry their own and come and defend themselves. Then you will start to search for your own. You will not see because you have killed all of them. Thief, what? What kind of thief? They're thieving how many people? Even if how many would they kill? it not one person? If they come to my house now, is it not only me that they will kill? But see how Fulani kills thousands. You bury mass burial.
And then some shameless people now.
One of my brother that did a thief and kill only me.
Look at it now. Some shameless people now are going to America. Oh, Donald Trump, shall we be stealing Boko Haram? But yet there are mass grave of 1,700 every day here in Nigeria. Nobody is going to America to talk to Donald Trump. Donald Trump now, they all want oil now. Let them come and take oil now. Let them give them helicopter to kill us, pretending that they are fighting Boko Haram. We know all of them.
Fighting which Boko Haram. And our people are killing somebody that just there are five in number and went to thief and killed only one person. You killed the 5 of them. What will you present when your enemies come to your house to kill you? I told the girl that I'm not in support of the fast clean our guys that are strong.
No, they are evil.
They are thief now.
Boko Haram are born again. The Dosi Banjo leading Christian church pastor.
I will go and make another money. One day you may even meet that thief yourself as a repentant. Won't they repent? Is it only Boko Haram that are killing mass people that are repenting? Our own will repent one day. The girl was like, Daddy, that she was surprised of hearing this from me. She said, yes, hear it very well. Let them stop killing our brothers that are thieves. They are only thieves. They did not do anything. They only kill one person among the thousands they met on the main road. And sometimes it's a mistakenly. Maybe the person is stubborn. To give them some cash. Why are you killing them? Why are you killing them? And you say they are racist. They say Nigeria commanded
I saw the policemen.
How many Yoruba have killed Yoruba?
I saw the policemen that killed Don Juan.
Oh God.
Yoruba led them to kill Don Juan. They are doing like a warrior. They blow Don Juan's head, PCC. They are doing like champion. They are SARS. Tufiakwa. But Fulani herdsmen are recuperating. Their people, the terrorists into Nigerian army, and they are going to America, and America and China and Japan and Britain are giving them ammunition to kill us. Double standard. Country of double standard.
If you see how those idiots are blowing their wing, they are giving this thing to come and take us to court. They are doing they are going takaban. I saw the other one is switching. I said, see you. At the end of the day, they started, it's Iraq now, and you people should not cause us to slap you or do something. You take it easy, take it easy. I said, so now you know that we are your brother, and he started speaking English. Because no way near Mayo, no way near Mayo, where is phenomenal. I had it too,
No, let them tell you if it's their turn.
I'm telling the Yoruba man, I can DJ and the Eto, that use his boots in attitude to hit my waist. That I should sit down very well. Let him go and defend his people now. They are killing them in mass. They are kidnapping them. He said he's strong. That the way you look at me, if you saw me on the road, if you beat me, I will beat you. I have my hand. I'm strong. I said, see you. You are even defending yourself when you have not come out of the road. We are still in your hand and you are defending yourself. See you. Let him go and defend his people now if he's strong. To hit a woman, his boot on the waist. My waist cannot be broken. Let him now go and defend his own people. His own people now are being killed by Boko Haram. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless you. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless our leader. He has shown us the way. We will continue until Biafra is restored. We are not going back. We are not going back.
Exactly.
We are here in Biafra land, and we will defend our land until it's restored.
You see,
bless you, my Lord.
You see, it is simple. Understand, we are sending a signal to America. sending a signal. First of all, we send a signal to America. Stop associating with Nigeria. Nigeria is sinful. Don't think, let's listen to them, let's help them fight Boko Haram. Nigeria is Boko Haram. Stop Nigeria. Stop associating and assimilating. We've passed the colonial era the last time I checked. I'm sending a signal to Chinese, Korean nation. Don't buy land in Nigeria. Don't do business in Nigeria. It's left for them. They have a choice. A signal to Saudi Arabia and other Islamic nation. Don't get involved. Don't give us a bridge. Is it that hard for you to understand? Of course, British government is the pioneer of the evil. Let them continue. I'm talking to you, Massive Valentine. We say you the truth. It doesn't matter whose earth is God's. We've been keeping quiet and our people have been killing. We are talking, our people have been killing. Is there any difference between the talking and not talking? And then if we must die, we will choose how we will die. They will, my brother. You are a wonderful man anyway. So anybody who mess up, we address the person's stupidity. Somebody came and said, I'm a president of America. You see, I'm a very mature babu, a monkey. My name is Obama. I have to empower Islam to kill Christian. And then some years later, some Obama group are still going back to the same White House to deceive you. We are Shaibu mother. Please, America, come and help us fight the Boko Haram that Obama, your former president, started. Who is deceiving who? Double standard. No two ways about it. For British government, they've decided their fate. They've sowed to the wind and they will reap from the wide wind. Except they stop this evil. The seed of evil they planted in Africa, it will get back to them. I've never seen African man commit any crime against any other breed. Africa has not sinned against America. Africa has not sinned against China. Africa has not sinned against India. Africa has not sinned against any nation of the world. We are the one that have been sinned against. And yet we are the one they want to be apologizing every day. So that I will not die. Our sister talked about what they are doing. Those of our brother in police, in SAS, in army, where they ask you go and catch IPOB, you become a commando, Van Damme. Shame on you. But we are used to it. Sister Angeneka, welcome anyway. And thank God the spirit of Biafra, spirit of Chukwu Kikabiama is still in you. And that reminds me when I was arrested by the DSS some time ago. Kidnapped rather. The first person in the line of torture was Yoruba man. This Yoruba man slapped my 2 ears as huge as he is. My brain almost exploded. Yoruba man. So they say, oh, we want to do the one nation. Oh, do the one must be divided. Oh, they are good people. They are good people. And then the next line of torture was Abo man. Most of you don't know. In the dungeon where they keep me. They brought somebody. The man looked at me. He said, "Yeah, Biafra." I say, "Yes." He said, "Nonsense. Take your food." I stretched my hand to collect my food. He leave the food. The food fall on the ground. Bagadam. I bowed down to pick the food. As my hand was getting close to the food, he used his shoe and kicked the food away. I was like a dog. They treated me like a dog. And I was hungry. I was hungry. When I was released from DSS, my white blood cells was counting or reading 35%. I could tell you how many disease or sickness that was in my body when I left there. I need this food. I pick up the food. And I looked at the man. He said to me, "Yeah, you're Abo. Me, I'm Abo man. Oh." I said to him, "You're Abo man. You're Abo man. And you are doing this to me." He said to me, "Your own Abo is a Biafra Abo father. My own Abo father is a Nigerian man father." That was when I knew what was wrong. And I told him, I said, "We know the game." Double standard. They brought Abo man to torture me first of all, so that I will now go and say Abo people are the one doing ourselves. The same way some of you are saying Igbo, now we they do ourselves. Now we they do ourselves. Now Igbo they do. Now lie. You are being programmed. Wake up. But I know that since I was born till today, I have not seen any Abo man betray any Abo man. It's impossible. We can only fight ourselves and stop the evil. We do not betray our kind. And for me to see Abo man torturing me in DSS, I know it was a game. If you are a DSS agent, listen to this Radio Biafra. Go and pass it to that DSS man in Port Harcourt. That man that was born in Calabar, our man born in Calabar, later sent to Germany for training to torture his fellow our man. Tell him George Onibe pass a message to him. I knew what he was doing, but it's not his fault. It's not his fault. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
I've not seen any Aboma between any Aboma.
Brother, your radio is on, and I may have to cut you off. But if you've turned off your radio, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Ibe, calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead, please.
From PH Port Harcourt. Good morning. I'm very happy to meet you this morning. Yesterday, I was listening to broadcast from Africa, South Africa, and there is one important thing that I discovered that yesterday. Although I live in at Lagos, mostly Alaba International area. You see, there is one problem we have in that area of Lagos. A lot of people want to join, a lot of people want to know what is happening. But the problem is that there is no radio in that area. Like now, I'm a traveler, a driver by profession. I only spend at times 2-3 days in Lagos, the rest at the east. Now, sir, if there is anywhere, if there is anyhow, we can make it possible to have this radio in Lagos, because some of the information they hear in Lagos is we that are traveling to east. Anytime we come back, they will be asking us what is happening. Is there any good, any news, any this, any that? Even as I am here now in Port Harcourt, they are even calling me, asking me some questions. So in that our area, we need this radio. Mostly our Alaba international businessmen are very, very foolish and stupid. If I'm sorry to use this word. Why? Because they so much believe in money. Can you imagine when you are talking about Biafra to somebody who's supposed to, have sense on his own? Because they have bought all the whole river and built mansions in the river. The next thing they will tell you is that poverty is disturbing you. And I know why. Because they are not listening to this radio. So my brother, anyhow we can do it that this radio can. Because why I'm saying this thing is this. I remember when we have a conflict with Yoruba people during that time of OPC people. OPC was running.
I was there in Lagos.
So,
I was living in a Kota Agor Palace way. They killed Igbo people from number 1 of Agor Palace way down to almost where I was living. Only God saved me that day. Before they got to my house, something has happened and they retrieve. They say they are fighting Awosau, but it's Igbo shop owner in Alaba International Market that they are killing, going to their house to kill them and take over their shop. And somebody is telling me, Yorubas are good, let's not talk to Fiakwa.
I am telling you, I've been in Lagos since 1990. When this thing happens, they went inside one house at Yagangbadi and brought our brothers, 4 of them, and killed them inside the house.
We call them ritualists.
Do you know there is one other man again? That man is an importer, and his container entered that day. The next day, he's supposed to load the container. I don't know what happened between him and his landlord. Landlord arranged OPC to go and kill that man, pack all his property and put on top of his head and burn him to ashes. The news now came to Alaba. Our brothers in Alaba do wonderfully. I trust my people. If my people can be informed very well in Lagos, believe me, only boys in Alaba International. Have you been in Alaba International? One market closed, and you see millions of boys. You see, what our people did that day, no matter the charms that the OPC was driving around them, come out with their chakapula and whatever. But when our boys arise up to today, Yoba,
of course, I give it to all matter. Without all matter, OPC would have killed all our people in Lagos. Some people don't know. If you are part of all matter, I give you kudos this morning. But don't go and combine with the Fulani herdsmen, because we will treat your fuck up. Without all matter, I was in Lagos then. I spent 11 years in Lagos. I moved in 1994. I knew all distance.
I tell you one thing. I say I'm a driver by profession. As I am here, there is no amount you will pay me to go to any part of North that I will do. I will never do it. So, we can make sure that we capture Alaba International, because this is one of the strong areas our people is.
My brother, we will not capture them. They have a choice to make. They either come back home or return to Yoruba.
Can you imagine? Anytime we have all this sit at home and whatever, all this our sit at home of a thing, Alaba will open market. At times, trade fair, do comply. But Alaba, these people. May God bless Biafra, and I believe that God will give us Biafra.
Thank you.
God bless you
very much.
Bless our able leader.
We must go on. Can you hear me call on WhatsApp?
Yeah, my comrade.
From here.
Good morning. Yeah, I called this morning to participate from the program. What you said this morning, according to the topic, was just exactly and awesome topic concerning what has been happening in our land. Number one, I will say that these very people are using our people to reduce the hard men we have in the land, calling them evil, while their own people are sent. Just we can see from the recent happening what Buhari Jubril did. He recruited most of those of the miscreant or the Boko Haram that they arrested, Jubril Janet arrested. He recruited them back into the force, military force, police, and just civil servant or whatever. And they are, most of them are working under Mieti Allah, and nobody has arrested them. They refuse to call them terrorists. They refuse to tag them on anything, but they are very fast to bot our people over to tag IPOB terrorists. Now, many of us are facing it right now, because when you look at it, the people that we may need now, they are not around. They are nowhere to be found anymore. You know, so then coming to the lady that was in the White House. Yeah, are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now? Yeah, concerning the lady you saw at the White House, the Hausas know how to support their own. The woman has not traveled before, but those big wigs, because they want their voice to be heard. After Danjuma travel, after the Danjuma's visit to London, then comes that very woman. And these are the people that know how to support their own people. That woman was sponsored by
they don't know how to support Christian their people. No, don't think it that way. They know how to conspire against Biafra. Is it not Awusa killing Awusa, Fulani killing Fulani? They Yoruba and Awusa. As that woman is going to White House, Osibanjo Yoruba reading Christian church pastor is also going to America. All because our leader is in America. They want to create a fake project image that it's all over Nigeria. Then if Nigeria all over is evil, what are the British government waiting for to stop the evil they created?
So that is to tell you, then you come down to our own now. Who is supporting or ready to sponsor someone to travel to America, White House, to say that Biafrans, that Nigerians are killing Biafrans, that every day they are using Allah, using Boko Haram, using herdsmen to kill us. Nobody instead.
Many now, this is the mistake again.
I don't know what that.
Understand?
I don't know what
there are many people, Biafrans, who are ready to risk life itself. But they've not seen anything like IPOB before. That is why they are moving backward.
Yes.
Nigerian control the military. Nigerian control central bank. Nigerian control our land. Nigerian even control our wife. Nigerian control the food we eat. Nigerian and British government control everything about our lives. And so when you speak out, they will disfigure you. And then when you know there is nobody to defend you, then they move back. Now we are here to teach them. If we must die, we will choose how we will die. But they can't kill us. That is just it. We are not dying. It's not yet time. Okay. We will dismember Nigeria. Yeah. I don't blame my people. I'm very, very meticulous to say, now we did do them. Because I understand the game beneath it. Double standard. I know we have bad people in every society. I will never condemn my own. I have learned from Adamu Farouk. If I see Biafra man, they chop Nigerian man leg, I'm not going to say bad. I know Adamu Farouk says so. Conspiracy of Yoruba and our Wusa Fulani against us will not make us to undermine ourselves. We can only send the signal to them. You are a Biafran, stop deceiving yourself. Look for IPOB family. Directly or indirectly, join this struggle. Mano give me one from Nanya. Go ahead, sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah. No. We are in line. What I want to say, like what you say, controlling our people to do the evil in the land. Look at what Ojo Zakano. I don't know why the better man is still alive. He said that Biafrans are the reasons of their problem concerning the current government. And people are still watching him moving around it. President, they asked him, he said that the reason why he allowed the step down, allowed the man to rule is because of 2023. You've not been able to finish 2019. You will now jump to 2023. What kind of human being are all these people? And sometimes I began to wonder, but think of IPOB, we are doing great. So thank you very much. Let me just stop here and allow others to contribute.
God bless you, my brother. We must continue. Double standard. You must get used to it. Get acquainted, or else they sweep you off your feet. Whatever they do, we know the truth. Whatever they do, we've been there. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Good morning. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. This line is for the female. I'm sorry, I can't take this call. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Try and speak louder because I can barely hear you.
My name is Chijen. I'm calling from Mother Province.
Go ahead, please.
My this very morning, I thank you very much for your program this morning. I thank you for your goddamn. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
My name is Chijen. I'm calling from Mother Province. I thank you once again this very morning for your program. I thank you for your tirelessness, for all you have been doing for Biafrans. I thank you for Kukatama, who has been taking off this time that our enemies have not succeeded in that land. I thank our neighbor, Damazi Nambekano, who has been taking us to where we are today. I say, my friend, team, keep them. Keep that you will be alive until Biafra comes. In the mighty name of Yahweh. My director, my African rep, the reason why I called this morning is because of the dream I had last night. I just want to say to all their friends all over the world, many people have been waking up and many are still sleeping. I just want to turn it as a sign of alarm to everybody to wake up that we must resist these people. We must fight these people to the end. We must not wait for these people to bring the fight again, even into our land, which they have already doing, even as I can talk to you. My African rep, I just want to say that we should keep keeping on. We are behind you people. We are behind you people. My eyes is filled with tears. What I saw in dream today signifies that we must fight to war. And not just a war. We must fight to war. And this is going to be the third world war, even as our director said. These people have entered into even else. I don't know how to say it. I am from Okwai and Ndoke. Before I get to Zoom minute, I back it to be prepared. Let me point to minutes. My director, back years ago, when Fulani Herdsmen brought our cow to our land, that was when I was very small then. We resisted them, we fought them, we killed many of their cow, even the Alaji that owns the cow, now came with their entourage to our village that we must wait for the cow we kill. We said no, that the cow even tried to kill us in the midnight around 12. Since that day, all the villagers came out, we gathered and chased them away with their cows. Since then, no cow, no full animal has brought cow, even in particular to my village. What am I saying first is that our brothers, even those in town, even those in the village, need to wake up. Some days ago, we are discussing about IPOB. A Biafran, a young guy of his age, made a comment. My African right, even as I'm talking to you, a young man said that if Biafra come, that we should cut off his head. He's from Akwa Ibom. That if Biafra come, that we should cut off his head. I looked at him, I laughed. I said, where will you be if Biafra comes? My deputy, my African rep, please, I would like to talk to you maybe after the prayer. I don't know how to connect you. That's something I need to tell you.
Send me a text message on this line and certainly I will get back to you. Thank you. I don't have a smartphone. Okay, I should send it. This line, of course. Send the text message on this line.
Okay, no problem. You know me, sir, but it has been a long time. And the person that shaked you last the time you came to Abani was going.
Very good. We must continue. We must continue. Our people must remain focused. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning to you, Mazonido.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Good morning, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and the lovers of freedom. The blessing of Chukwu Kikadiama, the creator of heaven and earth, will continue to keep us moving forward. My name is Hugo, and I am calling from Enugu province this morning. What we were just discussing this morning, see, it is clear that all those that is working against the restoration of Biafra in all angles, they are digging their grave. Because when you claim that you are not part of what we are doing, time will come. The spirit inside you will bear witness that you are part of what we are doing. The evidence is everywhere. So if you are a DSS man, police officer, Jew soldier that is willing to fight IPOB member, your name is very, very sorry, because the people that you are fighting is a group of people that is fighting for your own good. But you have eyes you cannot see. You have eyes you cannot see. The evil and mayhem that is happening to the zoo today is because of the result of the intimidation and the killings of innocent people. That is the reason why the zoo will never ever experience peace. And for those of you that claim to be in the force and fighting innocent people, like just our leader said, that the generals in the zoo are the only ones that will go into marketplace and kill market women and children, and they will become generals. This is the simple truth. As you continue to make yourself a soldier in the fight of innocent people, that is the reason why anytime you get yourself in a serious war that you're supposed to defeat, they will defeat you and kill you, and you start crying because you fight people that you're supposed to protect. So you as a person that see evil and you call it good, when you see good, you call it bad. You are laying a foundation that will destroy you in future. Go and check. The activities of IPOB remain victory. That is our name. At the end of everything, you see us marching victoriously, because what we are asking is our own. We are not asking for anybody's own, and that be the reason why the strength of Almighty God remains on our part. So as you are fighting us, this your fight will be in vain. Mazi George Onibe, the strength of Chukwu will continue to push you moving forward for the wonderful work that you are doing, and all the dedicated ones who made themselves available for this effort. This is a divine call. And for those that answer it, your portion is blessing. But for you that have never joined this effort, you are missing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Morning.
I'm calling from Lagos. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. The word is listening.
Okay. Yeah. I thank you all for what you are doing. But one thing is disturbing me here in Lagos. It seems that we Biafrans here in Lagos we are all blind. We don't really know how to be involved in terms of family, IPOB family. I watch our leader from Texas telling the people that they should do something on their own, form a family, IPOB family member in your street. So my question is, how do we do it here? Because we are, in fact, whenever I talk about Biafra here, some people will ask me, you are the only person talking about this Biafra. Are you the only person? They haven't heard anywhere. And also, whenever I say to my other people, they will be looking at me. Even when they see anything on paper, they will come to me to find out, is it real? So I'm asking, if there's a way we can form a family here, how can you get involved, get to you?
Now, you see what I'm going to do with you. I have your number already. I will send you a number. And when you receive that number, I want you to talk to the people around you about Biafra, gather them. In fact, I will give you detail of what I want to do. We have IPOB family everywhere in Lagos. From Maitu to Alabaraga Ukoko to Sabu Ajambadi down to Badagry. From Olide Igomu to Abule Bawori U-turn down to Idumota, Ali Balogun. There is no nook and cranny of Lagos State. Ogijo down to even Ogun State. Everywhere in Lagos State we have family there. But of course you understand. Elikin Tioba said, men of these days has learned how to shoot without missing. So we are learning how to fly without pitching. I will send a number to you. Call that number and I will tell you what to do. They will. Yeah. We must
Thank you very well. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, of course, we are not going anywhere.
Okay.
Thank you, Ohi Biafra. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Marcy.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, the word is listening.
Thank you. This is Idiom Mendy, calling from Idiom Mendy is from Akwa Ibom, Anang, to be precise.
Abarie.
Idiom Commerce. Dear friends, good morning. Good morning, my Supreme Leader. Good morning, Kuchinefo. Good morning, every dear friends. IPOB faithful. I am grateful to this morning that I am on air to talk from my airline. I want to tell that my brother that says that somebody from Akwa Ibom demands his head to be cut off. If I can get your connection, I would like to know that person because I will personally cut his head off when Biafra come. I need this type of people. People that they can see, but they don't know what they are seeing. They don't understand what is on ground. I need this caliber of people. They thought that this is politics. God's will, the Bible said that his head will be cut off if he doesn't win election, and we are waiting for that. So this very person, if I can be connected to this person, I need to know this person personally. I will personally cut his head off when Biafra come. Marty, thank you.
Of course, we understand those missed blood in our midst. We understand what they are doing, and we don't have time for them. When we do, we will let them know. Yes, sir. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Of course, that is network problem. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Another network problem. But we are going home. Make no mistake about it. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. The network seems to be very weak. But this is where we draw the curtain this morning. And tomorrow is yet another day.